We need to come together and do one thing: stop participating. And when we do that, the game is over. When we literally say, Monday morning, we're not going to go to work. Imagine if 30 million people didn't go to work Monday. Imagine if 30 million people didn't buy gas on Monday. Imagine if 30 million people went to the bank on Monday and said, I want to withdraw all my money. They can't even give it to all 30 million because only 15% of the cash is available on hand at any given time. The rest is fake zeros and ones. That would collapse the banking system in one day. You see the power in that? You have the power. But we all have the power. But what's keeping us back from doing this? Fear. Oh my God, if I don't go to work, I'm going to get fired. And if they don't participate in it, and I'm the only one that doesn't show up for work, I'm going to lose out, and you're not going to be able to pay my rent. I'm not going to be able to make my car payment, and so forth and so on. You see the trap they have us in? They have us in this system where we're afraid to work together. Man, we're brothers. We should be, link up. Let's do this together.
General strike on September 1st. Have any of you guys done your own research into it? Because I did. And it's kind of weird. Started hearing about this all over TikTok, that on September 1st, everyone's not going to work and not spending money and not doing a lot of things. And everyone's demands seem different and weird. And the whole concept behind it seems a little confusing. So I went and found their website, generalstrikeus.com. And I'm gonna not say a lot of things in this video and rely on all of you smart people to use your intelligent brains to just judge what you're looking at. Because it looks the part. When we click on their Who Are We tab, we're suddenly in Spanish? Why are we in Spanish? Anyways, this country no longer works for the majority of Americans, and that we can make a real change. We don't have a traditional leader, our hierarchical structure. Instead, we have an ever-shifting network of organizers. Sounds pretty vague. You're telling me I'm not allowed to know who's organizing this thing? Specific demands will come from leaders and experts of existing fights for racial, economic, and gender and environmental justice. When the general strike has reached 6 million strike cards, then we will reach out to our partners to draft those demands. So they're not drafted yet. Who is funding the general strike? No one. All right. We'll get to their partners in just a second. Let's check out their values. Okay, we're a network of people committed to a general strike to radically change our country. All right. All pretty vague though when you actually read them. So who are their partners? The Moneyless Society, which is like a book and this whole website and organization devoted to no currency, trade, barter, or exchange is necessary for survival and access to necessities. We aim to create a new and unparalleled economic system that provides for everyone, where people contribute voluntarily when and where they choose, and everyone gets taken care of. Yeah, I know I built my whole TikTok channel on criticizing the way that money currently works in our world, but I like to think of myself as a realist. And I know for sure that as a former freelance writer, this website is definitely getting a lot of funding for all these blog articles that they're paying people to write. And I don't know who's going to pay for all those cool buildings they want to build, apparently. I mean, it would be great. But trust me, from there it just gets weirder. Because there's another strike for September 1st, and they're partnered with them. But apparently things aren't going so well over there. So they're also partnered with the Trans Radical Activist Network. And things aren't going so well over there either. And they're partnered with all these other things. And then you scroll down and they're partnered with a bunch of creators, I suppose. I'm not sure what equals partner, but I went and looked up some of these creators at the top of their list and watched some of their content. You can feel free to do the same if you want to. I'm not here to talk shit about any specific creators or step in stuff that I'm not involved in. I'm just saying that these people are linked on that website as people that are partnered with that strike. But if I'm being honest, I didn't really see anything about the general strike in these creators' feeds at the top of their feed. Maybe I just didn't look far enough. And I no shade, but I just wanted to all show you that they're partnered with Trauma Burrito, and it's not linked. They don't know. We don't know how many followers they have, but Trauma Burrito is on that list because it's funny, I suppose. So they keep on bringing up all over their website that they need 11 million strikers to sign up to confirm it's for real. And it's why 11 million? And this is what they say. So they got some research. What research? Okay, it's this research published on the BBC. All right, whatever. Some lady did a study. That's cool. I mean, I'm all for nonviolent movement. So, I don't want to necessarily overstate my opinion here. But now might be a good time to go and educate yourself about what this is. read the Wikipedia article in full. This is an FBI program that was discovered in the 70s by the Church Committee held by Congress. FBI records show COINTELPRO resources targeted groups and individuals the FBI deemed subversive, including feminist organizations, the Communist Party, anti-Vietnam War organizers, civil rights activists, Martin Luther King Jr. Like, holy shit, look up what they did to Martin Luther King. Black Panther Party, environmental activists, animal rights organizations. They targeted all these different groups that were threats to the government, subversive to society. And through a number of very tricky, sketchy means, like infiltrating movements, like starting fake movements, like posing as movements, like blackmailing people, like tricking people into doing things thinking it was the right thing to do. They attempted to, and successfully in many cases, subverted a shitload of movements that were threatening to the government. If you don't know about COINTELPRO, now's your time to learn about it. And if you're real nerdy, maybe look up Zerstizung.
So here's my conspiracy theory on the September 1st mass strike. By the way, I had no idea this was first and foremost about withdrawing all of your money out of the bank. That's not a strike. So it's interesting that it's even called a strike. If everyone tries to take their money out of the banks are going to crash and they're not going to be able to pay everyone. If the financial institutions that represent the traditional economy, that is not cryptocurrency, that means that the entire traditional financial system will collapse and your money will equal this. And what might the government do to solve that problem? Issue you their cryptocurrency credit. It'll be the perfect way to shift the blame onto the people, and then the government comes in and saves you with their national cryptocurrency. And you'll have no choice because you won't have any more money. All the money you took out of the bank is now worthless. This is actually the most perfect way for them to transition from the traditional economy to the cryptocurrency economy. So here